A long is finally over, and we're about to start the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Humphrey. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using the back receiver on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Kane. Here's the pressure. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Rutherford.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to
you get that first down? We need more teamwork here between this QB and running back.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. To the ground with the back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Scanning the field, it's Humphrey. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah,
And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The quick out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again. This time, stopped in the backfield, finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and trying to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun. Max looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking for a man. It's Humphrey. out of the backfield. He's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Punts it out of the air. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Can't get him to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Humphrey. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the back. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Here we go. To the air, it's Humphrey. Here's the heat. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Humphrey. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Right on the money. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's got a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rivers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll try the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's James. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Moore. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying the left side. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Grab near the marker. It's Ross. Now now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it set up on the outside. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw, it's King. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll unleash his one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Creates a little room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Let's go! Back to pass, it's Humphrey. Makes the grab. And it's a touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over the Groupers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football.
There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And now this offense will take the field again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to pass. It's King. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Rivers. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 11 on the play. Brings up second down.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.